So you've logged into Prosperity, you've logged into Second Life, you've arrived at Prosperity, and you've done a little bit of exploration, you've found out how to move, and right now my avatar is standing just on the mainland from where he first came in, where he first arrived in Prosperity. So we're going to look at chat, two forms of chat, nearby chat and IM chat. IM stands for instant messaging, and normally you would be using nearby chat when you're talking within a group of people. When there's a group of avatars around you and you want to send the chat message to everyone in the group, just like you would if you were normally sitting with a group of people, then you use nearby chat. So we'll have a look at nearby chat. And first of all, what we're going to do is click on the chat button that you'll see at the bottom of your window. And on my screen, it's the bottom button on the far left marked chat. And the moment I left click on that button, then this conversations window opens up. Now notice that there's two parts to this, or two sides to it. On the left there are a number of names and some things such as this nearby chat bar, and on the right there's some text, but there's also a white empty box. Well, it's not quite empty. If you notice, it says nearby chat. And so to type nearby chat, you make sure that the nearby chat bar on the left is actually showing green. It's not orange, it's not flashing, it's a solid green color. And you can double check that because you'll see nearby chat also in this box over on the right, which is the box you're going to type some text into. So if there were a lot of avatars around you, you would see all their names listed underneath nearby chat, and you could then simply type in the nearby chat box and press enter, and that message would then go out to all the avatars that are in about a 20 meter vicinity around you. So a big distance around is where that message is going to go to. Now nearby chat therefore is not private. Everyone in the vicinity can see what you've typed, and it's also obviously limited to the people that are in world next to you in that 20-meter radius of your avatar's location. So that's nearby chat. Now the second type of text messaging you would typically use less, and rather than being going to everyone that's close by, instant messaging or IM goes to one specific person. So it's private and it has a much wider range than nearby chat. Instant messaging can go to anyone in Prosperity on any level, and it also can go off-world, and the message is also there when the person logs in. If they're logged out, when they log in, they'll see they have an instant message. But again, it is a private message and it's directed to a specific individual. So what this means is you have an extra step in that you've got to find the name of a specific person that you want to message. Now, if you were in a group and there were a group of people around you and you wanted to send them an instant message, you could simply click on their avatar to highlight it, and then if you quickly click twice with the left mouse button, double click, then something changes here. We go from the nearby chat box being highlighted, green here, it's no longer green. Now there's green just on a single person's name up here. So when I double clicked on Molly's name, not only did I get the text box that now says to Molly Midway, but it also indicates that by having the green shown, it's just going to Molly and no one else. So now again I would do some typing and press the enter key, and that message would simply go to Molly and no one else. After sending an instant message, I would normally come back, unless I was having an extended conversation with a single person using IM, I'd make sure I came back to nearby chat so I could actually hear what was going on in the group around me. Otherwise, folks are talking to me and I'm not responding. They're looking at me and I'm not responding. So again, it's rather like group conversation in actual life. So what would we do then? The question is, if the person we want to instant message is not nearby, if there's someone else. So we'll take a look at how we'll locate a name of a person that's not nearby, and to do that we're going to click on the button at the bottom here marked People, and when I left click on that button, we'll see what happens. We get this box that opens up with People at the top. Now I'm just going to get out of what I had was before, which was Prosperity Path, by clicking on this green arrow up here to show you normally the way this would open. Normally it would open with several tabs along the top, Nearby, Friends, Groups. If you've recently used one of the tabs, then when you open it, it would start at that tab, which is what just happened to me. So just like we had Nearby before from the Conversations window, you can also select Nearby from this People tab, or the Nearby tab on the People window. And again, if you double click on the name, it brings up a personal message to Molly, because it says to Molly and her name is highlighted. We're not in Nearby chat, but her name is greenlit on the Conversations window. Now if we want to send an instant message to a friend that's not around, we can click the Friends tab and click on their name and double click, and again that brings up an instant message that we can send. Again, we're showing a single individual greenlit, and we have the to Asperger in this case. We know it's an instant message because it says to there and not nearby. So then we could go ahead and type in some text and click enter to send a message. Now we can also use the People window here if we want to send to someone that's not currently a friend. We can highlight our group called Prosperity Path. We can click on that and we can select the profile of the group icon. I'll just go back again and show you that. It's the small box that's over on the right hand side of this Prosperity Path box. When I click on the Prosperity Path box or hold my mouse on the box, I can see this square view profile box. So I'll click right into that box with the left mouse button, and then it brings up all the names of the people in Prosperity Path. Now it's a little different than we've been doing. In order to select a person, we click on their name, but double clicking no longer works to bring up the instant message. What we have to do is right click and then select from this menu that opens up instant message. So when we right click, there is a menu here that opens up. Again, this is just for a person that we've selected, and from that right menu we click on Send IM, and now you see the person I've selected, Ginger. Her name is highlighted in green, showing us that that's an instant message, and also it's indicating to Ginger Rogers in the text entry box, so we know that it would be going out just to her. So there are more ways of making an instant message, simply because people are grouped in different ways, and we have to find the name of a person before we can send an instant message to. So they may be nearby, they may be in our friend group, or they may be in the entire group, and we would have to go through the people box to find those. Nearby chat is quick and simple, but again, it's not private. It goes to everyone within about a 20-meter radius.